All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We got the Top RC Corsair back out to the field. It's been a couple of months since we've flown it. We're out here enjoying our new toys, the SR71 and the P47. Not that this is an old toy, but anyways, beautiful day. Let's give her a go. It's so cool to watch that thing lift off with full flap. And she's just climbing away. Flaps are up, gears up clean. So after flying the P47 about, I think 4 or 5 times so far today, this is definitely a different type of warbird flying than the P47. P47 is very high energy and aggressiveness. The Corsair is smooth and slower, calculated, if you will.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
And I'm also used to hearing the sound of the P47 and much higher RPM with that prop that it's got on it. This motor definitely turning a lot slower with this big 3-blade. Not that it's hurting for performance. It's just hard to get used to hearing it. It feels like there's something wrong with it, but there's not. There it is. Also, I cannot wait to put smoke on this model. We had a blast with the P47 with the smoke on it, so once this airplane's painted in blue and it's got smoke on it, it's going to make for a really neat air show type flying experience. Air show demo-esque, if you will. Smoke just adds a whole nother level to the whole experience. And the Corsair is just, I have to see where the needles are at on this one, because this motor is just, it's on the fat side, but it's running really nice. The P47's got kind of a couple of odd spots in it where it starts to lose cylinders, I think just because it's too fat. So we're letting it break in still. But this one's getting probably pretty well broken in now. She's moving good. Probably 110-ish. Maybe 115, somewhere in there.
3 minutes.
One of the oddest sensations about flying this one, and the P47 to some extent too, is having to feed in left rudder on downlines with the throttle out, and quite a bit, not even just a little bit, to keep it going straight. It's pretty interesting. The Bearcat does it too, although not as bad as the Corsair. Of course, this is the first time you've seen this model. It's a Top RC with a DLE 222 in it. It's a Vela 32x18 3-blade. And I'm running a Synapse 20-channel receiver in this with an IX20. So that's the setup. It's about 40 pounds dry. I'm currently using the Top RC landing gear in it. Let's slow it down here and toss the flaps out for some slow flight. We've got a nice little headwind right now. We've been fighting thermals and wind change directions all day out here. And this thing just slows down to an absolute crawl. One of my favorite things about the Corsair is the flaps. And so these are not stock flaps the way they come hinged out of the original design for the model. I hinged them more like the real one is hinged. and so they actuate in a much more scale fashion. And as you can see, they work really, really well. Now with smoke, that would be a really cool pass. And we've done it a bunch with a P-47, coming nice and slow with the flaps out and just dumping smoke. It looks really cool because you can see the smoke swirling behind the airplane. Kind of neat to watch how the air flows around or behind the airplane with the smoke as the visual cue of it. Anyways, if you guys seen this airplane before, you know, it's all kind of the same maneuvers, but just thought we'd give you guys a fresh video of it, ripping around.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
And we're going to cut this video on the shorter side. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it around. Drop the gear and flaps.
10.
Here comes the gear.
Timer expired.
Looks like we got all three. We actually have a headwind today, which is not common for down here. Usually it's pretty calm. Today would have been the perfect day to fly my Bearcat, but I still haven't repaired the down lock on that one since the last incident, so would have been a great day to fly it down here though. Little touch and go, bounce and go. Lots of right rudder on the go around. Lots of right rudder. P-47 is the same way. You gotta lean on that puppy going around, especially to the right, turning to the right at the same time. So,
Minus 1 minute.
all right, this will be a full stop, unless it's crappy, and then we'll go around. Got Bentley over here filming, burning up in the sun. So. Hopefully this will be a keeper. A little bounce in there, a little Navy bounce. Didn't catch the 3-wire, but she's down. And unlike the Bearcat, straight as an arrow after it touches down. Out of all three 222s that I have, this one idles the best by far. Has a super low idle. And I cannot wait to put smoke on this thing and get it painted blue. It's going to be freaking awesome. Alright guys, well, that's pretty much it for this Corsair for the day. And I hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.